This is not a story meant to entertain you. It is a story meant to disturb you because it follows a child growing up where no child ever should. So the movie follows an 11-year-old girl named Violet. From the very start, you realize her childhood is nothing like a normal one. She grows up inside a bar where her mother works as a prostitute. That place is not just where her mother earns money, it is where Violet lives, sleeps, and grows up. Violet has a younger brother, and he is the only part of her life that feels innocent. Whenever she is with him, she seems genuinely happy. But one day, her brother won't stop crying. Violet tries everything she can, but nothing works. Finally, she takes him to her mother, without really understanding what her mother is doing at that moment. Her mother is with a client, and this makes her furious. She snaps at Violet. Violet immediately realizes she has done something wrong and apologizes. After a moment, her mother calms down and forgives her. Soon after, Violet notices the earrings her mother is wearing. Innocently, she asks if clients will give her earrings like those too someday. Her mother answers casually, telling her that when she grows up, clients give such gifts when they are pleased. For Violet, this conversation quietly plants an idea she is too young to fully understand. Not long after this, a man named David comes to the bar. He is a photographer. He asks for permission to take pictures of the women working there. This moment may seem small, but it ends up changing Violet's life in ways no one expects. The bar is run by a woman named Mag, and she clearly controls everything there. When David first asks to photograph the women, she shuts him down straight away. She tells him everyone is busy and there is no chance he is getting access to anyone right now. But then David notices Violet's mother. He asks Mag if he can at least take her picture. This time, money changes hands and Mag agrees. While David is taking those photos, Violet wanders into the room. She notices him instantly. For her, this is new. She has never really seen a man like him before in that place, and she becomes curious about him. At the same time, David also notices Violet. Her face, her presence, it clearly catches his attention. Soon, the other women gather around and ask David to show them the pictures he has taken. He refuses. Violet, curious and impatient, grabs the photos herself and looks at them. She asks David how he managed to make them look like that. David brushes it off casually, calling it a photographer's kind of magic. Then something unexpected happens. One day, a man walks into the bar carrying a gun. He is an old client of Violet's mother and claims he wants to marry her. He has come to take her away with him. Before anything can go further, one of the women attacks him with a hammer. He dies on the spot. This incident completely shakes Violet's mother. She panics and decides she needs to leave this life behind. She tells Violet to come with her. Violet refuses. Because of that, her mother drops the plan and stays back, returning to work like before. As time passes, Violet slowly starts copying the other women around her. Her clothes change, her behavior changes. It feels like she is being pulled into the same life without anyone clearly stopping it. When David comes back to the bar again, Violet asks him something that catches him off guard. She tells him she has never seen him with any of the women there. David does not respond. He simply leaves without saying a word. That silence says more than any explanation. Things take a darker turn when David is once again taking pictures of Violet's mother. Violet walks in and starts looking closely at the photos he has taken. David reacts badly. He loses his temper and hits her. Almost immediately after, he realizes what he has done. He feels ashamed and later apologizes to Violet for his behavior. Not long after this, Mag makes a decision that changes Violet's life completely. She begins preparing Violet to be part of the same work as the other women. Violet is dressed up, styled, and presented in a way that makes it clear what is about to happen. A private gathering is arranged, and wealthy men are invited. During this event, money is openly discussed, and Violet is treated like something to be bought. One man pays the highest amount and takes her away. The next part shifts focus to Violet's mother. She decides she wants out of this life. To do that, she marries one of her regular clients and leaves for St. Louis. Violet is left behind. Before going, her mother promises that she will return for her someday, though it is unclear if that promise will ever be kept. After some time, David comes back to the bar again, this time to continue his photography work. Violet approaches him differently now. She tries to act grown up and crosses a line by kissing him. David immediately pulls back. He sees her for what she is, a child. Without saying much, he leaves the bar. That moment makes it clear that everything between them has crossed into dangerous territory and nothing is simple anymore. By this point, Violet is completely fed up with the bar and the life around it. She feels trapped and exhausted, and one day she finally decides to run away. With nowhere else to go, she ends up at David's house. She asks if he will keep her with him and look after her. David refuses at first. He knows it's wrong, but after some hesitation, he gives in. Violet stays with him. David becomes deeply drawn to her, not just because of how she looks, but because he sees her through his camera lens. His obsession with photography and his own desires slowly blur his judgment. He stops seeing Violet as a child and starts seeing her as a subject, and that's where things go terribly wrong. Later, while David is taking pictures of Violet, she accidentally ruined some of the pictures. David loses control. He gets furious and throws her out of the house. Violet pleads with him to let her stay, but David shuts the door on her. With no options left, Violet goes back to the bar. But things there are changing too. Social reform groups begin protesting against the place, demanding that it be shut down. Eventually, the bar is forced to close. When David hears about this, he rushes to find Violet. This time, he comes with a different idea. He asks her to marry him, believing that marriage will finally pull her out of the life she has been stuck in. Violet agrees. They get married, and for a brief moment, it seems like things might finally settle. But that peace doesn't last long. One day, Violet's mother shows up. She asks Violet to come with her. She also confronts David, saying she knows about their marriage and makes it clear that without her consent, the marriage is not legally valid. David refuses to let Violet go. By now, he believes he truly loves her, and the idea of losing her terrifies him. The story keeps reminding you that every decision here comes too late, and every solution carries its own damage. After all this, Violet asks David a simple question. She asks him if he will come with them. David misunderstands what she really means. He assumes Violet wants to leave with her mother and start a different life. In his mind, this feels like the right ending for her. He tells himself that school, routine, and a normal household might finally give Violet the stability she never had, so he lets her go. At the station, Violet's stepfather takes a photograph of the group before they leave. In that moment, the camera focuses on Violet's face. She is not smiling. She looks distant and quiet. It becomes clear that even though she is leaving, a part of her is still stuck in the past. She is still thinking about David. That's where the film ends, not with answers, but with an uncomfortable silence. This movie deals with extremely sensitive themes, especially involving children, which is why it has been banned in many countries. Our purpose here is not to promote it, but to explain the story clearly and responsibly. If you want us to explain any other banned or controversial movie, you can tell us its name in the comments. And if you found this explanation helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.